Rest is a really important topic, word, and approach when we look at these practices and when we understand our everyday well-being. Now, rest is an important differentiation between sleep. Sleep is an aspect of rest, but rest in its own right has a certain intentionality that is different. And we'll start there. When we talk about sleep, sleep is vital and necessary, but sleep is an unconscious action that we participate in. We sleep, we're not aware of our surroundings, and usually if it's good sleep, you have no idea where you are and what's going on. When we rest, rest is conscious. It's an intentional, it's a choice that we're doing every moment while we're resting. You know, think about the last time you had a good night's sleep. If it was recent or a while ago, you slept and then you woke up. When you rest, this is those times where you're intentionally shifting away from doing something, turning the volume down. And it can be, especially if you're in a busy time of your life or things are a bit stressful in the mind, rest can be challenging, difficult. You feel like you should be doing something else with the time. You feel like you're leg tapping, going, is this time up? Which is why a lot of times when we talk about meditation, when we talk about quiet practices, people find them challenging because there's nothing to do. And it's like when we have a lot of coffee or chocolate, or we have a lot of things that caffeinate us. When we're withdrawing from them or stopping them or taking a break from them, we feel like the body needs something, needs to do something, come back to something. So rest itself has to be a practice we intentionally do and cultivate and strengthen. Now, REST itself is an acronym that I use, which helps us maybe better understand rest as a specific approach. Remember, acronyms are where every letter explains a different point of view, and then it comes together as a way to give you a perspective. So REST, R-E-S-T, brings this to life. R means to reduce. How do we do less? And the reduction of anything is the first state of moving into rest, right? So if you're sitting down to rest, it's turning the lights down, or it's turning off the radio. It's moving away from the crowds. We're reducing. The E is external things. So in most cases, it's the surrounding environment that allows us to turn down the things, the external things. The S stands for stimulus. So we're reducing the external. That's very visually busy, or there's lots of things to look at or take your attention. We call those distractions, disruptions, right? All the things that can really pull you away from quiet time. And T is time, right? Time is what makes rest valuable. You have to do it for an extended period of time. Yes, you can rest for a minute, but rest over 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes is exponentially better, more potent, powerful. So when we look at the acronym of REST, it's how do we reduce the external stimulus over a period of time? And when we do that intentionally, consciously, on purpose, this is how we cultivate rest. And that's how we look at these practices throughout this approach to really allow us to use breathwork, meditation, and this practice of deep rest to really move away from hyperstimulation that we experience and move into a state where we're destimulated, at ease, on purpose. And that is why we rest.